What is up, SideQuesters? It is Steve and no Pat today. That's right, it is just me playing because I am playing a building game which Pat thoroughly hates. So basically what I'm going to be doing is building my dream park in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And at the end of the series, Pat is going to come in, he's going to ride the rides, and he's going to rate my park, and he's going to tell me to get a better life because he's just a mean, terrible person. We have the Sandbox Park, which is just a giant big square, which is just beautiful because, you know, squares just, they're the best. They turn me on. Okay, I'm sorry. What's your deal? Park Inspector. Ah, okay. I have not played this game in so long. This actually was a really big part of my childhood. My childhood was a lot of building games. It was this, Zoo Tycoon, Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, and you know, I'll probably try and play all of these games at some point until, you know, I realize that they were terrible and it's just, you know, my nostalgia kicking in that makes it seem fun. All right, so what do you think? I think to start off, we'll make a nice big plaza around here. Hey, I think that's a perfect square and I wasn't even trying. Wow, I am proud of myself. All right. Oh, God. I was so close. Look at that. I would go to this park just to see that. These two perfect squares. Wow. I think. That sounds a little bigger. That one might be a little bigger. Anyway, I'm thinking what I'm going to be putting in here is just a lot of stores. And, you know, to start off, I'm not going to be keeping any particular theme because I'm going to have different themed areas of the park. But I think this squares theme is going to be high sugar and fat content. So maybe we'll have a cookies. You know what? I'm going to do drinks here and food here. Just because who doesn't love a perfectly laid out park? I don't know what the shortcut is for rotate, so I'm just going to be manually clicking like that. So that's probably infuriating someone out there who's like, oh, just press R. But it's not R because that takes you to the center of the park, which is just makes me a little bit angry. A little bit angry indeed. Cool. So far, so good. Look at these two. They're perfect. What else? Cotton candy. That is entirely sugar. So yes, that will fit in perfectly. Nice. I guess, yeah. 4 stores per thingamajiggy. What else have we got? Diner burger. I might save that for a different area. But, you know, donut shop. I can dig that. Perfect. Did I open the other one? No, I did not. Anyway, what got me thinking about playing Roller Coaster Tycoon is that I've been watching a lot of videos for Planet Coaster, which is by Frontier, who actually made this game as well. I was a huge fan of this, obviously. And then I saw that they were coming out with Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and I was like, oh my god, there's a new Roller Coaster Tycoon. But as it turns out, it's absolutely atrocious. I was feeling really down, but then, you know, about 10 minutes later, I came across Planet Coaster, and I was back up again. So it was just a really up and down day for me. Hot chocolate right across from donuts, so you can dunk your donuts in your hot chocolate. Look at you. You guys want to be dunking donuts and hot chocolates? I can tell. Look at this. Oh, this is going perfect so far. Let's prettify it. Prettify is actually a word if you didn't know. What looks good? What looks good? Coconut palms. Yep. Boom. And rotate. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. That is very nice. Let's see. Giant fern. None of them small ferns for us. Perfectly symmetrical. That's what I'm all about. What else? What else? I mean, come on. What is this? This is crazy. King palm. Very nice. All right. I've made it a little bit nicer, I think. I mean, it is still incredibly chaotic, but look at that. I think that looks pretty nice. It's like a nice little jungle food court, which is actually sounds pretty darn awesome. I'd love to go to some jungle food court. All right, so if I split this park up into different worlds, I think we should have something quite nice here. Over in this corner, I think we'll start with this. I think I'm going to go with a Kevin Costner inspired Waterworld.
Oh.
Now, if I remember correctly, I was always terrible at the landscaping tools. So, let's watch as I ruin this park. Ooh, very nice. I think I'm going to make like a series of islands, because that would be nice.
What can I say?
And we're going to fill in all these little ditches with water, so they can be like little river things. All right, we got 3 little islands so far. That's looking pretty gnarly. That's what the kids are saying these days. Gnarly. If you didn't know, I do, because I'm hip. I'm down. I'm cool. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a sea thing going on over here. And I probably should use a larger grid because this is just going to look awful, but it's underwater, so who cares? Hopefully 3 is enough. You know what, I might do 1 more larger island just around about here, so it's kind of like an introduction, sort of. Actually, I'll leave that like that just so I don't screw up my plaza, because I know I'm just gonna ruin something eventually with these landscaping tools, because I'm just terrible at them. All right, let's try a little bit of this cheeky water. Nope, that looks awful. There we go. That looks a bit better. What do you reckon? Is that? Oh, cool! It expands out. You got like just a little bit of a bump, bumpy bump. Let's do a little bit of a down, which I can't figure out how to do. There we go. All right, I think that actually looks pretty darn cool. So here's going to be the entrance, and I figure I'll start by making the paths, just because I know I'm going to forget about them and then run out of room. What looks good? What looks good? This, I guess, was this sand? It's coarse and it gets everywhere. All right, let's have it come off here. All right, that looks pretty nice. And then, boom, stairs, 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 flat, flat, down, 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 down. Almost. Boom, boom, straight. Oh, perfect. Now, I guess we'll go this way, and then up, stairs, 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 flat, flat. Then rotate it around. 1 more flat. Down, 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 down. Oh, God, no. That's not going to work. We go down to here. Then that, and then turn, and then forward, and then forward, and then turn, and then that, and then down, down. Why won't you go down? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, remember when I said I wasn't a really big fan of these landscaping tools? It's because it really janks up all the paths. Like, I'm pretty sure these are all at different levels. See, look at that. Look, that's not how physics is. That's not science. I think I would know. I did a science once. See, look at that. Look, no. I can't believe that a game made several years ago is janky. I mean, come on, it's 2004, guys. Get it together. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, perfect. So this island isn't really going to have much room for anything. This is going to be Path Island. The main attraction will be paths on this island, in fact. I think that looks awful, but in a good way. I mean, I don't know why sand has such a dark step and bridge color, but you know, there's already little people's enjoying it. Look at them go. They're having fun. Don't trip down the stairs. Whoa, those are some janky stairs. That would not pass inspection. Oh my gosh, that is not... Ugh. That is not safe at all. What are we going to call this island? This island will be... Well, I think we're going to put our main roller coaster type thing on this island. And it's going to put up with this weird flickering light on the water. Okay, so this island we are going to call the Big Island. Not original at all, but you cannot deny that it makes sense because it is the Big Island. That's what it is. All right, what looks like a good coaster that would fit in the Waterworld theme? Let's see. Giant flume, shit. Yeah, is that technically a coaster? Now let's go for an actual coaster. What looks good? What looks good? All right, I think we should go with a looping roller coaster because, you know, that seems like fun. I like the old loop-de-loop. Which way is that? All right, that looks the correct way. There's just so many roller coasters in this game, but I have no idea what any of them do because, you know, I can't be bothered to figure it out. It's just the titles. Now I got to find looping roller coaster again. Where did I put it? Ugh, look at this beautiful flickering sunset. It is just gorgeous. Oh, hello people. All right, so I think we will have the roller coaster around here, and then it'll kind of go around all the water in the land and have just a really, really good time looking at everything. So have a large starting thingamajig. Can I go straight up with a chain? No, I can't. No. It's good to have a large platform so that you can fit multiple trains in, I assume. I haven't played this long enough to really know, but I assume that makes sense. This looks pretty nice. It's nice sunset type thing. How big is too big? I can never tell. I mean, dick joke. Oops. Go back, and then boom, and then boom, then down. Wow, that's a big down. We better do that, then flat, and then corkscrew. Whoa, no, that'll kill somebody. I mean, it'll be fun, but somebody will die. Oh, that looks cool. I don't know if you've ever been thrown up on at a theme park, but you know, it happened to some friends of mine, and I laughed, and it was very enjoyable for me, but for them, they did not enjoy it at all. That looks cool. Do we have enough speed? Let's do a little testy test. Oh, there we go. Now coming down. That's actually pretty good. I mean, they're gonna die there, but they're gonna have fun. Look at that. Oh, I can make a helix. Will I have enough power though? Power? I mean momentum. Remember how I said I did a science? Yeah. You thought I was lying, but no, I did a science. All right, let's have a look see at this test. I might make the trains a bit longer. Add a carriage to it. Oh, beautiful. Waterworld is turning out quite nice so far, if I may say so myself.
Hey!
Oh, come on. Oh, is this going to be perfect or what? And it is or what? That is not perfect, but or what? That's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with that. Usually my roller coasters turn out just atrocious, and I'm sure compared to some other people's roller coasters, this is atrocious. But I'm actually I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to take this off so I don't have to listen to those gears. All right, what is a good lineup path? And this is going to define all of Waterworld, so Western, obviously. Considering it is a Steve-designed roller coaster, I am confident there are going to be a lot of people wanting to ride it. So there we go. That is going to fill up in seconds. You just watch. What was I using? I was using sand, I think. Oops. What am I doing? I didn't even get that remotely near the exit. Does that look like an actual roller coaster to you? I mean, that looks like an actual roller coaster to me. And maybe I don't know roller coasters very well, but you know, that looks like something. And as you'll find out later on in this series, that as long as it looks like something, I'm going to be pretty happy with it. All right. So, foliage. What is our foliage theme? I mean, there's no water foliage, is there? No. Yeah, I think we'll keep it on pirate. Lots of mangroves and crap like that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. It's like you're walking down into a mangrove forest. I know design things. Yes. That looks quite nice. It's probably a bit of a safety hazard having trees so close, but this is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, so I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to put it there. Oh, perfect. Place a couple of palm trees around here. I've actually got a lot of leftover space here. Maybe I should try and put something else in. I mean, this is the big island after all. I shouldn't be wasting it all. Alright, I know there's a lot of sort of pirate theming on this island, but I want to keep it to more just ocean and post-apocalyptic themed. I know they go together very well, so I'm going to go with Fishman Guard. He is going to stand some... Alright, I can't fit him in anywhere. What about Fishman on Rock? What is a large one? I want to put something in here that'll look really good. Gladiator statue? Does gladiator statues fit? Yeah, gladiator statues fits, if you ask me. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. This island is on point. It is on fleek, as the kids are saying, because once again, I'm hip and with it. Alright, this is basically what's going to justify the whole theme of the place. So let's figure out what we have on here. We've got a lot of palm trees. We've got the gladiator statues. Sorta Atlantis the ride. Because that way it's kind of like it was a TV show called sort of Atlantis, and we made a ride for it. Alright, I think that is good enough. Alright, oh, here we go. Oh yeah, sort of Atlantis the ride! Boy! Look at this. Look at these Waterworld islands. This is going to look so nice. So great. It makes me moist. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I approve of these design decisions. Oh my god. There we go. That's the troubling part of the ride. Oh, I should put something in here. I should put like a pirate ship. I know I said I didn't want to do pirates on this island, but I should put a pirate ship in here. And I will. Look at that. Are you guys keen? You should be, because that was awesome! Alright, we've had another change of theme for this ride. It is going to be the mermaid ride. So it's going to be like the old nautical theme with the siren call of the beautiful mermaids. And you come around here and you're like, oh, I love mermaids. They're so great. And then whatever happens in that original story, they're like, oh, wait, no, we got to get back to our original task, which is getting off. Which actually is also the mermaid task as well. But different, sort of. We are going to call it the Siren's Call. The ride. Because once again, all our rides are based on TV shows and movies. And this sounds like a TV show or movie that I would like to watch. I think we're pretty much done with Big Island. I might do a little bit of terrain painting. What have we got? Rock, sand, I think, is something that'll work. Oh, look at that. Those paths blend in. That is awesome. I love that. You know what? Screw it. We're making all of the islands sand because that looks freaking awesome. Oh. Oofda. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh, what is that? Disney's on the phone. They want my idea for using sand on water-themed areas. Oops, I did a bit too much. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, yes, you can buy my idea. I will sell it to you for $1 million. That is actually, like, legitimately really cool. Look at that. That's like a whole corner of the park that's really starting to come together. Good work, everybody. We did it. Oh my god. What is that? It is a shark. We have a shark in here, everybody. Is this just news to me, or does everyone know that sharks... And fishies! Oh, and I scatter them. Good work, game of 2004. You have outdone yourself. Fishies! Oh, that's great. And Petrov the shark. He's going to be called Petrov. Which, maybe we shouldn't be doing bumper boats if there's a shark, but I don't think they can eat people, and it adds an element of danger, which I'm told people like at theme parks. Or maybe it's the illusion of danger. That's what people like. Still, beggars can't be choosers. And boom, look at that. Oh, it is beautiful. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to have so much trouble building the paths onto these. But let's try. Theme. Oh, perfect. Wow, look at that. Much good. All good on this. Yes. And sand. And boom, boom. Look at that. That is just... I love how that blends in. I am really digging how these sand paths blend into the sand. I wouldn't have seen it coming because I didn't. But, you know, looking back, it makes a lot of sense that sand paths would blend into sand. Look at that. That's right. You can't look at that because you can't see it. It's sand that blends in with sand. I am just the best theme park designer in the world. And that's saying a lot. I realize that. Okay, I know that Waterworld lends itself very well to the pirate theme, so I'm thinking that this island and this island are going to be the pirate areas. It's all kind of going to flow and blend into each other, but you know, keeping this area specifically for pirates I think will do quite nicely. And you know what goes great in a pirate area? Pirate ships! Oh, look at this. And it'll kind of like rock out over the... It looks so janky, but I think that will actually work out quite nicely. Awesome. And it gives this island something to do because I did not plan ahead at all. Alright, that's going to be... That's about as long as a queue path as I can make because I do not plan things ahead. And awesome. Awesome. And we're also going to name it, because pirates are overly sexual, if this ship's a rockin' ... Alright, so this is looking quite nice. I've basically just put in a lot of palm trees, and because it is pirate themed, I can do pirate crap shops where you can buy parrot balloons. Oh man, I want a parrot balloon. Oi! You've already got a crocodile balloon. Greedy kid. You can't have all the balloons. Not all the balloons are for you. This is what happens to greedy kids who try to steal all the balloons. Where is Petrov the shark gone? Where are you, Petrov? Oh, you fell through the rock a bit. Alright, I won't drown you. But as punishment, you're going to have to pay to ride my roller coaster. Holy shit. Am I selling balloons for free? Why does everyone have balloons? Hey, look at this one. Someone just dropped their crocodile balloon and he's crawling up to the sky. I'm quite proud of my crocodile balloon store. It is really bringing in all the money to this park. Good work. Perfect. And once again, my favorite path, it is sand because it blends in. Look, I can't, is it even there? Did I do anything? Who knows? Sand. It's a miracle. Do a little bit of theming on Treasure Island 2. That's Treasure Island 1, even though it's technically not an island. It's more of a peninsula, but I'm still going to call it Treasure Island. All right, we've got our final 2 islands here. And I want to sort of combine them with something. Just to like really tie up Waterworld quite nicely. Because so far it's looking pretty good, but it's a bit of a shambles. We need some really big rides to draw everyone in. They're going to be like, man, I want to go to Waterworld because it's got X and it's also got Y. So let's figure out what X is. This is going to be X Island. This is going to be Y Island. It's going to be very confusing because we've already got Treasure Island and Big Island and Treasure Island 2 or whichever ones. It's not a very well labeled park. Not at all. Alright, I'm thinking Giant Flume because that's sort of watery. Which way is that going? I can't tell. Yeah, so Giant Flume on X Island. And let's see how that goes. I have no idea how to build flumes. Boom, 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 boom. And I think I want to have the drop come down and I want it to loop around through itself. Because that is going to look just the worst. And I'm okay with that. Oh, and then this is the bit where everyone's like, oh, what's going to happen? Are we going to die? And people are like, yeah, Steve built this park. Did you really come into it thinking you were going to leave alive? No, you idiot. A fun day for the whole family. Flat. Oh, perfect. Boom and boom. Look at these ducks. Hello, I am a duck. You know, I'm really terrible at building parts, and I haven't actually checked to see if people can actually get to the roller coasters because they might be a bit janky with all the strange leveling that I've done to build these islands. So if people aren't enjoying those roller coasters, then it's just for you guys to enjoy. Aren't you guys special? You're the only ones who got to ride the roller coasters. The actual people couldn't. And oh my god, look at this. Look at Waterworld. It is looking flippin' fantastic. What are we going to call this magnificent ride? Look at that. Oh. Alright, I didn't actually pick a theme for these two islands. I'm going to make them more industrial, post-apocalyptic Waterworld because I think that works with that there. So this is going to be... Oh, get this. Okay. What do you guys need most in a post-apocalyptic wasteland? You need water, and you are in Waterworld, but still, water, the giver of life. The ride. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. It's gonna look really. That's gonna be good in my opinion. If I fast forward a little bit, oh, and here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at this. This is... Jesus Christ. Close your mouth. That is not attractive at all, in my opinion. That is just... Oh. It's like people who chew with their mouth open. I just can't stand it. You know, for a game that was made in what? I've been saying 2004, but I really should check that. But it is actually looking really nice. I mean, look at those lens flares. That's great. J.J. Abrams would be proud. Oh, there's the other roller coaster. The siren call. The ride. And we just have enough speed to make it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, this is great. I just realized that I forgot actual splashdown zones. Because this is a log flume ride, isn't it? Alright, I better close that and fix that so it actually lives up to its name. Alright, so the log flume is going to remain unchanged because I can't figure out how to put water in. So instead, we're going to see if there are any sort of water fountains or something. Where would I find that? Shark attack, there we go. That's what we really needed. This is the apocalypse. We're allowed to have land sharks. Oh, I'm going to get rid of that. That's dumb. Okay, to kind of counteract the extremity that is the log flume, we're going to make some nice gentle rafts. How about that? And look, it's right here. So all the kids and the old folks, they can just walk right onto it. That's fantastic. Down. Items at Cookies 1 are too cheap. Are you kidding me? I love these people who come and visit my park. They can have the cheapest cookies that they want. I love you people. Especially you, little pirate hat wearing child. I know it's rafts, but I want it to be a little bit extreme. Extreme rafts! Can I go over it? Oh, awesome, I can. And if I do a tight turn, I can have it go down beside it. And then flat. Oh, look at this. Weaving in and out so you can enjoy all the scenery of steel girders. Yeah, I said I want it to be sort of like an industrial wasteland, and I am sticking to it. Look at this. This is going to be actually quite a long ride, I think so. Oh, perfect. Look at this. That looks like something. No one can say it isn't something. And as I said earlier, that's really all I'm going for. And that's right, we're going for sand parts again because I love them so much. Am I doing anything? See, I can't even tell if I'm doing anything. That's how good these sand parts are. They transcend normal path building. Alright, we still got all this land over here, so I might put down a... Is Phoenix Twister, is that on theme? What about something generic? Does that sort of work? Let's see if there's anything in here that sort of works. I put like a Ferris wheel in there. Is that something on theme? Pirate ship, we've got one of those. Powerboat. Everything else has been sort of ye olde. But this is gonna work. This is gonna work. I think I'll claim that this is on theme. I will fight anyone who says otherwise, in fact. And the first lesson about theming is random is actually what makes things good. No one really saw it coming, but if you ever go to Disneyland or Universal Studios or something big, take a moment to stop and actually look around, and you realize you have no idea where you are because everything is actually incredibly random and nothing makes sense, and that's why it's the funnest place on Earth. Until now. Because this section of the park is now the funnest place on Earth. Mangroves around the edge. La da 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 da. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's have a gentle ride on here. I have no idea what rafts actually is. Is it like a gentle river cruise or something? It is. Alright, look at that. We are done with Waterworld. That actually, from a distance, it looks good. And that is something to be proud of, in my opinion. Oh, look at that. I might put some more trees over there and play in there, but I think this has been a pretty good first episode. Look at what we have built together. Waterworld. Fantastic. And look at the rest of the park that we are yet to build. Eat it, Pat. This is a fun game. Alright, I'll catch you guys next week with the second part of my building. I'll catch you guys later.